All right, back for video number 2. The other one, it held the whole time, and as soon as I got back, darn if it didn't disappear on me. All right, so we're starting over. Now I have rolled in my Versamat, and if you can tell, this Versamat has a roll grid all the way around, and then the back side is a squishy mat. So when you're stamping, you can also use that as a squishy, or you can see all my little poke holes, because you can also use it to poke holes for brads or for your faux stitching or anything like that. Yep, shameless plug. All right, so we're gonna situate this on the Versamat, and again, you can change things up however you'd like for your own, but these sketchbooks are great. These Make It From Your Hearts are so perfect for when you're like, oh, my brain is fried, I want a scrapbook, but I'm not coming up with any fabulous ideas, and Pinterest is just like meh. So these are just an easy way, and I sometimes actually in my group will challenge each other, just give me a page number from 1 to 64 and whatever they pick, like that's what I gotta do. So for today, just because we're doing this out of the sketchbook, I'm going to go on and do it like it is done in the sketch. And that means that my first piece, which is A, so this is, you kind of can put them down in this order too, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Again, remember I told you I'm not going to do D and H quite yet because I want to play with it. But so we're going to put A down first. So that was my black with the lights. And it goes 1/2 inch up. So if I put my paper on that grid, right like that, I can see exactly where my 1/2 inch mark is. And I didn't even check to make sure I had plenty of adhesive before we started. That would be smart, because I don't want to pause again. You see what happens. I'll lose you. All right, so we're going to start it with 1/2 inch over here. All right, and before we glue it, oh, yeah, it didn't go all the way to the end. Well, there we go. All right, before we glue it down, I just want to make sure it lines up with the 1/2 inch on this side, and it does. So we've got the 1/2 inch there. As you can see, 1/2 inch. And then between each of these spaces, you can see right there, it says it's 1/4 inch. All right, so our next piece is going to be this tree piece. And if I have ended this one at 3 1/2, now I'm going to move up to 3 3/4 and put that piece on, which that's kind of fun. I can see a little bit of my squiggle under there. All right, and then my last piece, I'm going to go up another 1/4 again. Now, when you're doing yours, if you like this backside better, please, by all means, do the other side if you like it better. I will never, ever, ever be offended if people do something different than what I do. All right, so now we're at 5 3/4. So now I'm going to bump up to 6 and put that next one down. And I can see that it's straight all the way across. So I've got my 3 pieces down there. So now we'll continue this on to the next piece. So you've got one of 2 ways you can do it. You can measure it just like this and do it all over again, which I'll do a little bit of both. I measure, but I also put that right beside it so I can just make sure visually that I'm about right. All right, 1. Am I still in frame? I've moved over a little. Okay, now I'm going to go up 1/4 inch. And there's my second piece. And now once again 1/4 inch. I was at 5 3/4, so I'm going to move up to 6. And there's my last piece. All right, so that's lovely. Both of my little splatters show on either side. I love that. So now what I want to do, I keep having to stand up to make sure I'm in frame, is I want to start building my wreath down here at the bottom. So I cut 2 different colors. I cut evergreen and clover. And so I cut them so that I could loop them together, kind of like the Olympics wreaths or the Olympic circles. So what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy scissors, and I'm just going to cut a little slit right there. I'm going to loop around, and then I'll just move it so that that cut is hidden. Okay, so far so good. So I'm going to go on and glue this one right down here on this edge, and I'm just kind of gluing it just to, whoop, I just said to put it so that it was covering. I'm going to have it right at the bottom of that paper. I think I love it. Okay, so I'm going to get out my 3D foam tape. What I love about our 3D foam tape, I use it all the time, is that it comes on a roll. So I can use as small or as large of a piece as I want. And in this case, I want pretty small pieces because I've got that, I've got the leaves that pop up. So I want to hide it. So I'm going to put a little piece there. And once I know I've kind of got it where I want it, and I can put it down a little bit better. There we go. So, and I'm going to put a little piece, whoops, rolling away on me. It's like a meatball though. Now I'm going to put a little piece right under here to keep my wreaths, my two wreaths kind of together. And that lifted on this side, so I mean I'm playing with this. It's the first time I've done this little technique, so I'm playing with it too. So I'm learning as I go. All right, so we need a little piece right under here to hold that down. All right, and I'll probably add another little piece over there, but I don't want to glue everything down but so hard because I need to be able to keep looping. All right, so since this one went under, I want this one to go under again. So we're gonna cut. No, I need to go the other way. I need to cut. Hang on, I'm figuring this out. So this one goes under. Yeah. Hold up, hold up. Okay. I should have cut that one. Okay, that's okay. We can fix this. Look, it's called adhesive. So I'll just put adhesive right there to put that back together again. That's all right. But no, I want this one on top. Hold on, I will get this. I want this one on top. There we go. There we go. All right, take a little bit of brain power there. Yeah, because I want the next one is always going to be on top. All right, so next I want the evergreen piece. Let me think this through. Nope, we cut this piece because it's going underneath. All right, so cut this piece. I don't want to cut it where our little cutouts are. Nope, this goes on top. All right, I'm getting, no. This goes, there we go. See, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. This is gonna be lovely. Just gotta think. All right, so I want that to sit there. So let's put a little piece of adhesive under there that's just gonna hold both of those pieces in place. And we're gonna add some little pop dots in there after we're all done. So it's all good. I'm just kind of making sure everything is held down for the moment. All right, now I want another piece of clover. We all still taping? Yep, we are. Hope my head's not getting in the way. All right, so once again, we're gonna cut this piece. And then this one is going through, yep, screwing it up every time, aren't I? Okay, through there. I am digging that. What do y'all think? Please comment, show me some love, give me some likes. All right, so Let's stick that one down. I'm just cutting little pieces of this, so oops, so it doesn't show. Get in there. So it doesn't really show underneath. Oh yeah, I likes it. So if I hook this one, so I'm not sure yet if I want to start on page 2, but I think I want to hook this and then just cut it. I'll just have to adhere it really well and then just cut it with my scissors. All right, so that was a little too big. We're going to cut that a little bit smaller. I hope I'm not going off camera. I don't have it quite high enough to show the whole paper. Oh, there's a second piece on my scissors still. Yeah, this the pop dots are a really nice adhesive that holds everything really well. Again, I'm cutting little pieces so I can put them not where my little embellishment is. Get on there. All right, what do you think so far? Let me see. Yep, I'm kind of loving it. All right, so next we need an evergreen to go over on this side. So now I'm working backwards, so this is going to blow my mind. Hold on a second. All right, so I wanted to cut. No, I didn't glue all that down. Thank goodness. So now I'm going to cut this little piece. And again, we're going under. Now you actually could use a glue dot. That's a good idea. I don't have any over here right now. I'd have to run off. You could use a glue dot under there to kind of put that little spot down. And the reason why I'm not adhering super good right at this moment is because I need to be able to wiggle them around because I'm scooting things underneath. I don't want to put too much glue on this side and then I can't get it scooted in where it's supposed to be. But this particular piece, get in there, I will have to glue down pretty well on both sides because it's the centerpiece that's going from one to the next. So until I get that next loop in, I can't glue it down but so good on this side of the paper, but I can go on and get it nicely adhered on this side so that when I do cut it, it stays put. All right, I'm gonna go on and put a piece down here because I know I won't have to lift that. Make sure my two pieces are stuck together pretty good. All right, so next I'm going back with another clover, and let's think again. We cut this one. See, on this way to work in that direction, we cut the one that was already glued down. Now that we're working in this direction, we're cutting the new one that goes down. You know what? This might make life a little easier. This is the nice thing for when you're taking the class from me. If I've already done it like this, I've already kind of figured out the challenges. So I'm going to go on and put my adhesive with the tape on it still on the back of that. So that way when I lay it down, all I have to do is take the backing off. Or put the backing back on because that one went down. All right, hang on. Let me think this through. Every time I gotta think it through, don't I? It's going under. Nope, went the wrong way. It's going under this way. Got it. Look at me go. All right, so now I can take my backing off and adhere that piece. So that's down nicely. All right, back to another evergreen one. This is gonna I'm just gonna love this so much. Once in a while, you just do things that you shock your own self, like, oh. All right, under and over. Only took me how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only took me 8 times. What do you mean they can't teach an old dog new tricks? Of course you can. All right, now we've got another of the clover. Starting to cut these a little bit larger and a little bit larger. Go back to small, Laura. Go back to small. Okay. Just double checking myself, make sure I had it right. Got to pay attention to how high I'm letting them go too. I'm starting to work uphill if I'm not careful. Oh, now how did I do that? All right, this is my last piece. Is it going to cover? Oh, look at me go. I might have to get one more. I might have to cut out one more. I thought 12 was going to be plenty, but I was measuring them. I wasn't scooting them close enough together to intertwine when I measured with my brain earlier. I'm glad I gave myself a little more time to finish this part up because this is taking a little longer than I thought it would. Okay, so and there you go. So here's the fabulous part. With all of these wreaths being this intricate, we're not going to need a whole lot of other stuff. Now again, we've got a 4x6, a 4x6. Now because that's white on white, if I have any kind of matte that I'm going to leave, I will edge this, and actually that will look really pretty edged in this in the same color. I'm going to just edge that just so it'll pop off of that. Now the Distress Oxide ink does stay wetter longer because it is a pigment chalk mixture. It's like its own little breed of thing. So that's going to stay wet a little bit longer. So be careful where you put that down. You want to let that dry and not smear your paper up. You could just get the raspberry that raspberry ink right here, close to my heart has. They are very close. And it dries immediately, but it doesn't do all that fun watery stuff like it does for this. So the Distress Oxide ink is great for different smoosh, different other fun techniques. So it's good to have everything in your stash. All right, so we'll set those off to the side for just a minute while that dries. And let's see. Oh, while we're waiting for that to dry, I will show you. This is the December stamp of the month. I actually colored on vellum. This is a vellum that I stamped, and then I colored it with shimmer pens. And then this is the, okay, well, let me tell you everything that I did with this card. First of all, I don't know if you can see that underneath. I used one of our new stencils with the Stickles gels and used that and put it over top of the Serenity paper. And this is the bulk paper. This is the paper that you get in the card making kit. So this is the back side and this is the front side. And then I used some of the new color of the year, the Bluebell Shimmer Trim and Bluebell Pearls. And then I stamped right over top of vellum. So anyway, that's fun. That's our stamp of the month this month for December. If you are a VIP, you will get this for free when you spend $50 if you're a VIP. Otherwise, it is $5 when you spend $50. And as a VIP, it is $35 for the entire year. If you've signed up after December, you get $15 credit right back in your account. If you sign up, or if you just, I'm sorry, after January 1st. If you sign up as a VIP before January 1st, you will get $25 in your account to spend right away. So it's actually only costing you $10. But every single order that you place with me in the future, you'll get 15% credit back in your account to spend on free stuff. And you get your stamp of the month free when you spend $50. And there are other, coming up in February will be the first VIP only paper pack and workshop that they are going to be showing. So that's December stamp of the month. All right, so they're a little bit wet still, but I can't wait forever. All right, let's see. Oh, let me go in and cut this apart since we're waiting. So now I need to just go in really gently and cut these apart. So now when you put your pages back together again, they'll stick. So now that I've done that, I want to put a little more adhesive right on that seam so that nothing comes up. I know I put it on the seam on this side real good, but I didn't put it on this side quite yet. All right, I glued everything down pretty good. I am our bows. Well, we can't forget our bows. Look at that. Now, do we want our bows at the top, at the bottom, or a little bit of both? I think I might like them at the bottom and the top. I wish I was doing live so I could get your feedback. And I will be cutting one more unless I find some kind of other embellishment. Ooh, wait. How about these guys? These were our... Ooh, yes. These were our extras down here. Let's see. What do you think? No, not loving that yet. Kind of liking this one actually, as a little banner. Or, oh, that's it, our zip strips. Where's my other pink zip strip? Oh yeah. Yeah, baby, that works. All right, so we're just gonna cut that just down to whatever, I'm not measuring. All right, and then I'm gonna cut this in the middle and then do my little banners up. These are not perfect because you see I'm just winging it. And, oh, there are my Picture My Life cards. All right. Let me see these Picture My Life cards. Where else are these going to go? Because I was thinking I might want to pop another one of those. Now, these are great because our Picture My Life cards all go with, they coordinate with the product. And they are in horizontal and in vertical mode. So for each one side is horizontal, one side is vertical. Some are cute little pictures. Some are for journaling. So like right here, I could actually, no, that's not the one I want to use. Ooh, spread some holiday cheer. Nope, that one doesn't exactly work. Let's see what colors Merry Christmas. Ooh, nope. Merry Christmas is covered up. I'll find one. Don't you worry. Meeting Santa. Look at that. Can you see that? Oh, and oh, yeah. So my grandson, when he came over, I had all my big blow up stuff. So that actually would be pretty good for him because we had a big old Santa in the yard and he was just thrilled with it. So I think it might be meeting Santa. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Let's just look at that real quick. How does that work? Nah, I think meeting Santa. Nope, meeting Santa it is. So that's going to tuck under. That's going to take up that last bit of little space so I don't have to cut another one. It's got the pink under there so it kind of pops. And that gives me some space right there to write. Yep, I think that's going to be it. See, sometimes you just have to cheat a little bit. So I'll tuck you under. Actually, oh, they're stuck pretty good. Wait. Don't tear up. Don't tear up. All right. I don't want this to take as long dry, so I'm going to use a little bit of the raspberry to go around the edges on this one. Because again, since it's that white and it's going against some of that white, it just blends right in. So if I do this, just edge it a little bit. That just gives it just that much pop that you need so that when it's against there, it shows up better. All right, so there is meeting Santa. And then we can still put these. I still like these, but now they just need to be in a slightly different place. All right, this one I cut just a smidgy off, so I'm just going to cut that little white line that's bothering me. Yeah. So I know it's taking up a little bit of my journaling. I'll figure this out. Don't you worry. Okay, there. Or I might have to come up with another color now that I've changed my direction a little bit. Let's see how that looks. So again, just winging it. I originally didn't want to do green because I had all the green, but now that I've got that pink card down there, and again, remember I told y'all I didn't have this planned out before I started, so we're just going for it. Yep, that's better. Of course, since I've already got the other one there, we're just going to keep it all. We're just going to go crazy up in here. All right, so how's that little banner? Can you see that? That made it super cute. All right, now my bows. What are we going to do? We're going to do top. We're going to do bottom and top. Just bottom. Nope. Maybe just top. Am I still recording? 28 minutes. All right, I'm going to finish that up later. I'm going to show you whether these are dry or not. We've got to lay them down because we don't need this to be but so long. Come on, people. I know y'all don't have time for all this. All right, so in my measurements, this came 1 inch in and 1 1/4 inch down. All right, so I'm usually more of a winger than that, but for the video's sake, I'm going to do it. All right, so 1 inch in is 11. And 1 1/4 inch is right in here. So, oh look, I did get a little pink on there. Dagnabbit. All right, so one is there. I shouldn't have been touching everything. And then we've got 1/2 inch between the two. So again, I'm just winging it because about 6 1/2. I don't want to get pink all over everything again. All right, so there's my two mats. See my little tiny bit of pink right there? I might have to use another couple of banners up there to kind of cover. So that's the great thing about scrapbooking, is when you make a mistake, there are no mistakes. It's an opportunity to embellish. So here we go. We're going to do another one of these banners. Oh, wait. Why am I doing that? Look here. The embellishments. Let's see if any of these embellishments will work right there to cover up my foo bar. Because we do need a title. Let's see, what have we got? We got a heart. We've got some dots. We've got a present. All right, hang on. Let me get this down on the other side so we can see where we're putting all these embellishments. All right, so once again, let me not touch it too hard. 1 inch down, 1 1/4 inch in, or one inch in, 1 1/4 down. Try not to touch those edges. I knew they took longer to dry, but I didn't realize it was this much longer. About 1/2 inch. Oh, this one's slightly shorter. And then I'll pop that over top. No one pay attention that that's a little shorter right there. Okay, we'll make a deal. All right, bring this one back in. Here's my mats. So we got to think about this too. I know that I have more than 4 pictures, so I'm 99% sure I'm going to be using flip flaps. So I also don't want to put too many embellishments in where I know that I'm going to have a flip flap. So I could create, if I'm not going to put a flip flap here, I could create a little something like this. Where I could put my heart on top of that one. Put those little embellishments down there. Or I can always go back to this one. See how that works. I think I like the black better to ground it. But I also don't want everything to be in a perfect line, because I've got, and that's kind of creating a line. So I'm going to have to play with this a little bit and see where I want all that to go. And again, this is all just because I got that little bit of pink. Of course, it's not really all that visible either. I could just get a pink journaling pen and journal in pink, and no one would ever know. All right, so that is the basis of this layout. Again,